So, Pokemon Sword and Shield got announced today, and I want to talk about my thoughts and my predictions about what this game is going to be. Because I've been excited for the 8th generation of Pokemon for a while, because Pokemon is one of my favorite game series of all time. So, what I want from this game is a better storyline than the previous games. Because Gen 5 to me was the peak of Pokemon storytelling. You know, it had a really compelling villain, it had a really compelling rival team, it had good friend slash rival characters for your character to travel with. And overall, to me, the world felt more alive and made more sense than any Pokemon game really ever. And I think that with Gen 6, they really dropped the ball on the story. And Gen 7 had a lot of really cool characters with character development, but the main plot itself wasn't nearly as compelling as something like Gen 5. So what I want from Gen 8 is for the storyline to be as in-depth as Gen 5 with the character development of Gen 7 and the character design of Gen 7, because Gen 7's character designs in particular are the best in the series. So that's what I would like to see from Gen 8. And with the title being Sword and Shield and the whole aesthetic being more steampunk and more technological, similar to how Gen 5 was, I think this game is gonna have a larger emphasis on story, just like Gen 5, and that would make me really happy. One thing that I noticed was absent from the trailer was Pokemon walking behind you and ride Pokemon. I really hope that they bring back the feature of Pokemon walking beside you from the Let's Go games. If they don't, then that's understandable, but at least bring back the ride Pokemon. I mean, the ride Pokemon kind of almost have to be in there at this point, considering HMs are dead. Some ride Pokemon would be greatly appreciated if the absence of Pokemon walking behind you is in place. Overall, the aesthetics and the world design look pretty good. One complaint I see a lot of people have is that they think that this new region could be more linear than before. Personally, I never really had too much of an issue with linear Pokemon games, but I can see why some people would want a more open-ended world. Personally, I would be fine if it was as linear as Sun and Moon, because I didn't really mind that as much, but also I would like to see a happy balance between the world being open-ended and linear. It would be nice. One thing I was sort of disappointed by was that they didn't keep the Pokemon walking on the field like in Let's Go, and random encounters are back. It's not a game breaker, but I would have liked to see them carry over the Pokemon being on the field from Let's Go, because I thought that was a really awesome feature. And I also hope that the Pokemon box being just a staple part of your inventory is a part of this new game like it was in Let's Go, because I really enjoyed that feature too. Overall, I really like the character models. I think that the boy and the girl models are great, and I think the overall visual aesthetic is really awesome. I like the detail that the world has, and again, the steampunk aesthetic is great. I'm really interested to see what the legendaries in this game will look like, and if the game is going to have a more combat-oriented focus and a more medieval setting, considering it's called Sword and Shield. I think that's what they'll be going with, and I really would like to see more medieval-style Pokemon. I'm just really excited to see these new games. I really love Pokemon, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on it.